YTPC, Ford Smoking Pipes here. Got the Rossi out. Got a little Peter Stokeby's Luxury English in it. Motorcycle. Anyway, as it turns out, news report today indicated that the tropical storm's moving up the East Coast. Seems, though, that not only rain, wind, trees, whatever else, are the only thing falling. Don't mind the mosquito. Seems to be a kid not riding on a motorcycle. They're not the only thing falling. Soybean farmer up in Connecticut had to report crop damage to the local farm bureau. As it turns out, though, it wasn't necessarily a crop circle because, well, it wasn't a circle. After spying the damage in the middle of the field, he gets down off his tractor and goes out there and takes a look, and he finds body parts. It was a leg. Now, for the rest of the story. For the lack of not knowing his name, we're going to call him Tom Long. Tom Long, in his early years, enjoyed many fine, sweet things in life, lots of sugar, and had developed a severe case of diabetes. And in the meantime, it had to have both legs amputated. While not being the type of man to be held down, Tom got prosthetic legs and continued to live life. On his first time out skydiving, Tom was enjoying himself, falling through the air at a high rate of speed. When he pulled his parachute and prepared to come back to Earth, he realized he'd lost track of something. As it turns out, in the fall, one of Tom's legs blew off. And it happened to land right smack in the middle of a soybean field. Now, Tom, not being the type of man to stay put down or held down, puts an ad out on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever social media he had available. One version even said Craigslist. Imagine that one. Be on the lookout for a stray leg. On the happier note of this story, Tom was reunited with his missing leg. On the even stranger part, this isn't the first time Tom has lost one of his new legs. In an earlier accident, while surfboarding, Tom lost the other leg, to only be found later, a couple of weeks later, by a 13-year-old in the ocean. Let this be an uplifting story. Life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But can you imagine the farmer when he had to go to the Farm Bureau and explain to him what damaged his crops or what other body parts he might find out in the middle of his field? It was just something that I found somewhat humorous, a little bit tragic. Anyway, for the rest of your weather, back to you, curmudgeon.